In the mystical land of Japan, two frogs embarked on a journey that would challenge their perceptions and reveal profound truths about the nature of knowledge and experience. These amphibian philosophers, though they didn't know it yet, were about to hop into an adventure that would question the very fabric of their reality. Our tale begins in two vastly different corners of Japan: the bustling coastal town of Osaka, where one frog made his home in a humble ditch, and the ancient city of Kyoto, where the other frog dwelled in a crystal-clear stream that whispered secrets of the imperial past. Despite the great distance between them, a curious synchronicity occurred. Both frogs were simultaneously struck by an insatiable wanderlust. The call to adventure. Is it mere curiosity, or a deeper, almost primal urge to expand our understanding of the world? For our amphibian friends, the motivation was clear. The Osaka frog dreamed of the majestic landscapes of Kyoto, where the great Mikado's palace stood as a testament to human ingenuity and power. Meanwhile, the Kyoto frog's heart yearned for the vibrant energy and maritime mysteries of Osaka. Little did they know that their journey would lead them not just to new places, but to the very limits of their own understanding. The road less hopped. As dawn broke on a crisp spring morning, our intrepid explorers set out on the road connecting their two worlds. One from the east, one from the west, they began their respective odysseys with hearts full of hope and minds brimming with expectations. But isn't it often the case that reality has a way of challenging our expectations? Our frog friends were about to learn this lesson in a most unexpected way. The mountain of perspective. Halfway between Osaka and Kyoto loomed a mountain, an unforeseen obstacle in their path. This mountain wasn't just a physical barrier, it would become a metaphorical pinnacle of their journey, a vantage point from which they would attempt to grasp the vastness of their world. With determination in their hearts and spring in their legs, they began their ascent. What compels us to leave the comfort of the familiar and venture into the unknown? Each hop brought them closer to the summit, but also further from the familiar. Isn't this the essence of personal growth? To move beyond our comfort zones, even when the path becomes steep and uncertain? A meeting of minds. At the mountain's peak, fate orchestrated a serendipitous encounter. Our two protagonists found themselves face to face, each surprised to see another of their kind so far from home. In this moment of mutual astonishment, we're reminded of the unexpected connections that often occur when we step outside our usual circles. As they exchanged tales of their respective journeys, a kinship blossomed. Both driven by the same desire to broaden their horizons, they found common ground atop that lonely mountain. In their conversation, we see a microcosm of human interaction, the joy of finding a kindred spirit in an unexpected place. The great idea. The allure of simple solutions to complex problems. How often do we, in our human endeavors, grasp at seemingly clever ideas without fully considering their implications? The experiment. With enthusiasm born of perceived wisdom, our friends enacted their plan. Standing on their hind legs, front paws clasped in an amphibian embrace, they stretched to their full height. The Kyoto frog turned his nose towards Osaka, while his Osaka counterpart oriented himself towards Kyoto. But here, dear reader, is where their plan went awry in the most profound way. In their excitement, our friends had forgotten a crucial piece of their anatomy. Their eyes, those windows to the world, were positioned on the backs of their heads. The illusion of knowledge. As they strained to see their destinations, what they actually beheld were the places they had left behind. What a pity we are not bigger, for then we could see both towns from here, and tell if it is worth our while going on. His Kyoto counterpart, not to be outdone in ingenuity, proposed a solution that seemed, on the surface, to be brilliant. We have only got to stand up on our hind legs, and hold onto each other, and then we can each look at the town he is traveling to. Yet, fully convinced of the success of their plan, they each came to a startling conclusion. "Dear me!" exclaimed the Osaka frog, "Kyoto is exactly like Osaka. It is certainly not worth such a long journey. I shall go home." The Kyoto frog, equally deceived, declared, "If I had had any idea that Osaka was only a copy of Kyoto, I should never have traveled all this way." In this moment of misguided epiphany, we confront a fundamental question: How often do our preconceptions and limited perspectives lead us to false conclusions about the world around us? The return journey. Satisfied with their discovery and unaware of their mistake, our amphibian philosophers bid each other farewell and began their journeys home. Each carried with them a newfound conviction that the distant, dreamed-of city was but a mirror image of their own. As they hopped back to their respective homes, they remained blissfully unaware of the true nature of their error. Their belief in the similarity of Osaka and Kyoto, two cities as distinct as night and day, would persist for the rest of their lives. Reflections on the Pond of Wisdom. This tale of two frogs offers us more than just a whimsical story, it serves as a profound allegory for the human condition. How often do we, like our amphibian friends, make judgments based on limited information or flawed perspectives? Our frog's journey reminds us of the dangers of assumption and the importance of seeking true understanding. It challenges us to question our perceptions and to remain open to the possibility that the world may be vastly different from what we imagine. Moreover, it invites us to reflect on the nature of knowledge itself. Are we, like the frogs, sometimes blind to our own limitations? Do we too quickly assume that our way of seeing the world is the only correct view? The lily pad of learning. As we conclude our tale, let us ponder a few questions. In what ways might we be like these frogs in our daily lives, making assumptions about people or places we've never truly experienced? How can we challenge ourselves to seek broader perspectives and avoid the trap of limited viewpoints? What mountains in our own lives might be offering us new vantage points, if only we're willing to make the climb? Remember, dear reader, that true wisdom often lies not in what we think we know, but in our willingness to question our assumptions and seek deeper understanding. Like our frog friends, we're all on a journey of discovery. The key is to keep our minds as open as our eyes, lest we miss the wonders that await us just beyond the familiar lily pad of our own experiences.